When he opened his eyes that morning, his beloved gone from this world lay sleeping beside him.
You're here?
Yes, and you're scaring me.
His voice caught in his throat, lost in wonder and fear. Yet she smiled softly, calming his racing heart. She moved closer, so gently, and wrapped her arms around him. He could feel her warmth, so real, so alive. But panic still gripped him. He told her about the nightmare he'd had. In his dream, she was lost in a terrible accident. She just gave a gentle laugh. "Sweetheart, it was just a dream," she soothed. He started to breathe easier, until he noticed the suit he'd just put on was the very one from that fateful day in his dream. He turned towards the closet, desperate to change. Then he remembered that morning in the dream, she burned her hand on the kettle. He spun around to warn her, only to see her already holding it safely with a towel. For a moment, Ian let the fear slip away. Maybe, just maybe, it was only a dream, but fate has a way of whispering its plans. As Ian leaned in for a goodbye kiss before work, Martha's hand brushed the hot curling iron. Ian's heart stopped, ice flooded his veins. He stared frozen at the red mark on her skin. The terrifying dream crashed over him again, wave after wave. Terrified she'd meet the accident, he grabbed her hand. "Let's walk this way today," he blurted, leading her down a street far from his usual route. Martha, confused, followed. But right there at the corner, a stranger spilled coffee all over Martha's sweater. The exact scene from his dream unfolded before him.
It wasn't a dream.
What?
All these things that are happening today, every single one, I already knew they would happen.
What do you mean?
The leather jacket, the burn, the Coca-Cola spilled on your sweater. I already saw or dreamt those things. I mean, some of them happened a little differently.
But Martha couldn't believe him. "Please, darling, try to stay calm," she urged. "Maybe it's just your memory playing tricks." Ian couldn't stop, the words tumbling out. Martha sighed. "All right, tell me about this dream then." Ian hesitated. It was awful, terrifying.
Okay. Alright, let's be logical.
Oh, on the way to my meeting, my watch cracks.
Martha saw the raw fear consuming Ian. She knew he was drowning in terror and confusion. To ease his mind, she offered, "I'll come with you to the office. Let's see what happened with this watch." But as they walked through the office doors, nothing unusual happened. The morning was calm. No sign of danger anywhere. Martha smiled gently. "What time is it, love?" Ian looked. His watch was perfect. Not a single scratch. A huge weight lifted from his heart. Maybe she was right. Maybe it was just a vivid dream after all. Yet, sitting in his meeting, dread crept back in. Because in the dream on that day, Martha burst into the meeting, interrupting everything. He kept glancing towards the door, again and again, but she never appeared. So, he slowly let himself relax once more. He didn't know she was hiding just outside.
Within that, I knew it! I knew you'd be here!
Suddenly, all eyes were on them. Embarrassment hung heavy in the air. Ian ended the meeting in a flurry of awkward apologies. After work, Ian tried telling his friends about the strange dream. They didn't take it seriously, though. They thought it was just stress, darling. Work playing tricks on his mind. But just as Ian sank into doubt, questioning himself, a stray pool ball shot across the table. The dream flooded back, vivid and terrifying. In the dream, that ball shattered a glass. This time, he caught it just in time. But cold fear still wrapped around his heart. This was more than a dream, so much more. Maybe it wouldn't happen exactly the same way. But what if the pieces were just falling in a different order? The thought pierced him like a knife. He had to find Martha, now. He flew out the door into the street. Hailed the first cab he saw. Find her, find her. He jumped into the back seat and froze. The driver, it was him, from the dream, from the accident. The driver's eyes held a strange knowing, his voice gentle but odd. Like he knew Ian, like he knew what was coming. "You gotta be kidding me."
You've got to be kidding me.
Excuse me, sir?
You're the driver from yesterday.
Anything's possible.
So if you're the same, if this cab ride is the same, then everything else today will be the same.
Ian begged the driver, desperate for a way out, a way to escape this cruel fate. The driver stayed silent, calm as stone. Ian's fear turned to panic, then rage. He yelled, pleaded, demanded answers. He couldn't just know and do nothing. He couldn't lose her again. The driver met his eyes. His voice suddenly softened, wise and impossibly kind.
Just one thing. Appreciate her. And what you have. Just love her.
Ian sat stunned, silent. He fumbled for money, needing to run. The driver smiled, a mysterious, gentle curve of his lips.
No, that's all right, sir.
Why not?
You paid me yesterday. Better hurry up. You haven't got much time.
Ian didn't hesitate. He leaped out, running, his heart screaming only her name, Martha. He raced through streets he knew, searched every corner they'd ever shared. Then there she was, in their favorite little dress shop.
What's with you today?
You have to trust me. Things are happening from yesterday. They're jumbled up, but they are happening again in some way.
Ian didn't even give his girlfriend a chance to speak. He just took her hand, and they left the boutique. Later, they arrived at the station, just to be safe. Ian let Mansa decide, buying two random tickets and boarding the train. But as the train pulled away, Ian suddenly realized the scenery looked so familiar. Mansa explained then, the train was heading towards Ian's hometown. Because Mansa had always been curious, eager to see Ian's home, she never had the chance to meet his parents. Now, finally, she could see where he grew up, the place that shaped the man she loved. Hearing Mansa's words, Ian felt a warmth inside. He never noticed these little things before. Never truly thought about what Mansa really wanted. Ian's hometown nestled high in the Emerald Mountains, and on the way up rain began to pour. So, they took shelter in a small stone hut on the hillside. Once inside, Ian hurried to light the fireplace, but just as he struck the match, his watch crystal cracked. And right then the hand stopped at 3 o'clock. Outside, the rain hammered down. Tears welled up in his eyes. Fate seemed determined to trap him in this strange loop. He felt utterly hopeless. Turning, he gazed at his serene girlfriend. His eyes held a storm of regret and longing, and she met his gaze with an even sweeter smile. Outside, the rain wept against the window, a gentle, rhythmic tapping on the sill, each drop echoing deep within Ian's heart. Ian turned away, his voice trembling as he asked her a strange question.
If you had one day left, what would you do?
Mansa found the question sudden, but she thought carefully, her eyes sparkling with love for life and dreams for the future. She said she'd buy those shoes she'd been eyeing forever, eat ice cream until she couldn't move, then go out at a bar all night long. Ian thought that was truly her wish, but then he saw the light in her eyes soften.
It's an easy answer. A no-brainer. I'd spend it with you.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Just being together, kind of like now. Doing nothing.
Ian was shocked and overwhelmed. He clenched his jaw, holding back tears, but the sadness in his eyes was unmistakable. Only then did he truly understand love. He realized he'd missed so many chances to show her how much she meant. Those warm moments together, sweet promises, little gestures of care, lost because he hadn't paid attention. All his regret and longing crystallized into the simplest truth. When the rain finally stopped, they crossed the stone bridge, hand in hand back to Ian's hidden mountain home. They found a cozy old-fashioned pub. There Ian opened his heart, sharing stories of his childhood adventures and growing up. Pointing to a faded photo on the wall, his eyes shining with pride, he told Mansa, "That's my dad, the man I admired most." But speaking of his late father, sadness clouded Ian's face again. Luckily, Mansa was right there beside him. Her gentle, steady gaze offered him the deepest comfort. Ian realized then, love demands effort. Falling in love might happen in an instant, but learning how to love takes a lifetime. If you love her, tell her how you feel. Thank her for changing your life. Appreciate her for staying by your side. If you love her, make her feel secure. Love without reservation. Show her a future full of light and happiness. If you love her, mean it. Put your heart into it. But as they strolled leisurely down a country lane, Mansa suddenly remembered. Her graduation recital was tonight. A flicker of panic crossed her eyes. It was a moment she'd been dreaming of forever. Ian pleaded nervously, "We can go anywhere, just not back." But Mansa's passion for music burned bright. She'd played violin for 16 years. Tonight's recital meant everything. Her eyes were determined, full of anticipation. That stage held her dreams. Ian's eyes welled up again. But then he thought, how could he deny her this? He couldn't crush the wish of the one he loved. So he took Mansa back to the city. He knew, though, Mansa still lacked the courage to step onto that stage. He took her up on the Ferris wheel. There, high above the world, he gave her the courage she needed. Mansa was deeply touched by Ian's unwavering presence all day. Just before Mansa left for the recital, Ian made a special decision. He took the song Mansa had composed herself, ran to a print shop, and made 99 copies of the lyrics. Then, clutching a bouquet of flowers, he slipped into the buzzing venue early. The staff loved his romantic idea. A beautiful surprise was set in motion. The hall hummed with joy and anticipation. As the first performance ended gracefully, everyone turned to the second page of their programs. Mansa's eyes widened. She looked utterly stunned. It was her song. Every word, every note was achingly familiar. And just then, Ian's voice rang out, warm and steady, through the hall. Ian walks over to Samantha, gently urging her towards the stage. Under everyone's eager gaze, Samantha slowly steps up. But under those bright lights, fear tightens its grip. Her hands tremble around the mic. The intro plays once, twice, 3 times, but her voice stays trapped. Soft murmurs ripple through the crowd. Confusion mixes with hope. Then, finding a shred of calm, her voice finally rises, pure and sweet.
Today
day I bet my life. You have no idea what I feel inside. Don't be afraid to let it show, for you never know if you let it hide. I love you, you love me.
Her voice pure as an angel's, every note shimmering with deep feeling and love. As the song unfolds, that raw emotion swells, spreading through the room, drawing everyone in, voices joining hers. As the final note fades, the room erupts, thunderous applause, wild cheers, a tidal wave of love crashing over her. Refusing to end, she rushes into Ian's arms, holding him tight, whispering thanks for everything. Pure joy lights her up all night. After the dance, that buzz of happiness still throbbs inside her. She pours her heart out to Ian as they walk. Ian leads Samantha to her favorite little restaurant. Soft light, gentle music, like the whole place was waiting just for them. As Samantha looks around, delighted, Ian whispers, "Close your eyes." Then warmth blooms around her wrist. She opens her eyes. A beautiful bracelet rests there. Every tiny charm, a whisper of a moment they've shared. Every detail, a testament to his love for her. He needs her to know. Every selfish moment, every mistake, he'd spend this whole day making it right. He'd give his life to make it right. He touches a tiny heart charm, saying softly,
"This one's a heart. My heart. It's yours now."
Tears well in Samantha's eyes, moved beyond words. As they step outside, rain suddenly pours down, but the downpour only fuels the fire blazing inside Ian. His love feels wilder, unstoppable. He doesn't hesitate. The words pour out again.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I want to tell you why I love you.
It's raining. You know that, right?
I have to tell you this, and you need to hear it. I loved you since I met you. I was always thinking ahead, making decisions so it would feel. Today, because of you, what I learned from you. Every choice I made was different, and my life has completely changed. And I've learned that if you do that, then you're living your life fully.
He chose to stay in London, all for her, cooked for her, cheered her on, wrote songs for their love. Loving her was easy, loving him was hard. He missed her recitals, forgot her favorite dress, put work before her feelings, never truly understood her heart. He just wasn't there. Not the lover she needed, the one who loves more. Doesn't that heart always ache? Surely many wish it weren't so. Knowing you love deeper means knowing your heart might break harder. But today, Ian made it all right, sharing everything with the one he loves. Samantha taught him what love truly means. A taxi pulls up behind them. Samantha gets in without a second thought. This time, Ian gets in right beside her. The driver is that same mysterious man, a faint smile touching his lips as the car moves off. Streetlights and rain weave a shimmering curtain outside. So many souls in this world. How rare to find your true one at the perfect time. Finding love is hard enough. Keeping it, that's the real challenge. But Ian finally learned. From fighting against fate, to accepting what is, when he poured his whole heart into this one day with Samantha, living it like it was their last dawn. He found it. He opened up about his family, his past. He gave her closeness, warmth, courage, safety, encouragement, praise. Love that moved her, love that made her believe. But still, it was too late. The crash happened anyway. This time, Samantha wakes. Fate swapped their places. Life and death divided them. Even though Ian saw the storm coming, he couldn't stop the tide of regret. It seems Samantha got a second chance. But really, it was Ian who was reborn. He said Samantha taught him love. But each life is only given once. Time won't rewind. Some things once done can't be undone. Some words once spoken hang forever. Some say loving takes a gift. But I think the real gift is loving right. Loving in the way their heart needs. That's the true gift. Love isn't meant to be only sunshine. Maybe for Samantha and Ian, they weren't meant to grow old together, destined to part ways. But isn't that true for all of us? Every single one. So love fiercely, love now. Love the one right beside you. Life doesn't give rewinds or replays. Hold tight to this moment. If your heart wants to hold them, don't settle for just a hand. If your soul longs to kiss them, don't stop at an embrace. If you feel I love you burning inside, don't whisper only like. If you dream of their whole heart, don't be afraid to give yours completely. This is love, pour your whole heart, your whole soul into it. Dive deep into that precious, true love you found. No holding back, no walls. You'll find what you gain far outweighs any fear.